All right, here we are, episode 4, off to a lightning start. I mean, this one.
Episode 4. And what we have is a, a second Subaru driver who's decided to crash his car through the dealership.
In like 3 months.
And yeah, not that long of a time frame.
I mean, you gotta think there's something in the water, right? Of course, it's a CarMax. I mean, you've been to a CarMax. You
Well,
understand.
I think the scenarios are slightly different here because this guy was just mad that CarMax quoted him too low on his Forester.
I think that's probably what happened the first time, too, right? I don't think the
Is it? I
first.
don't know.
I don't think it was a CarMax the first time, to be fair.
I don't think it was.
But it was probably that he
And
realized he had a
the
piece of
first time,
garbage that he couldn't trade in for anything.
yes. The first time the guy bought a Forester,
Yeah.
this is an Outback. The first time he bought a Forester and drove it for like half a day and realized that that flat four boxer was about to poop its pants all over the place. He tried to take it back. They told him to get fucked, and he drove it through the dealership.
Yeah, this one's not as
This
dramatic
time,
of not as dramatic of a video that we have at least.
yeah, well, this time I don't think it's as dramatic of a situation either. I mean, I sort of get the last one. The guy, like, he
Yeah.
bought a car. That's a big that's probably a big purchase for that guy. It's a big purchase for everyone.
Yeah.
His Forester sucked, so he took it back, and they were like, "That tough titties, bud.
Yeah.
No take backs."
I think that's
So he
what it
drove it through
was.
the dealership.
I think that's what it was the first time. It was a no take
That
backs
was the
type
first
thing.
time.
Yeah.
This one, he brought it there, and they said, well, they were like, "We'll give you 12 for it," and then he was like, "That's worth 16," and then he drove it through. What a pussy!
Yeah, he knows nothing about CarMax or their business model. That must be the
Yeah,
case. All right,
I
so what
hate the
about
second
this?
guy.
What about this? Yeah, the second guy sucks. What about this
Yeah,
Wagoneer
fuck
though?
him.
I mean, these are kind of neat.
Yeah, I saw this. Zach Clapman from the Smoking Tire drove one of these on the channel the other day, and I was like,
Did
"Hold
he?
on." Yeah,
I didn't see that. Did his
yeah,
have a Hellcat?
yeah. His had the red eye engine,
Okay, yeah.
which is not the one you want
Yeah.
if you're getting one of these.
I mean, what else do you want? Why wouldn't you want that?
Well, I don't know if you want to. Yeah, I suppose if you have $250,000 for a Grand Wagoneer,
Yeah.
you get the craziest one you can. But
I was hoping to get a
I
look at
think,
this. These. Why can't I see this closer? Hmm.
yeah, the underside, because I think it's incredible. I mean, they
Yeah.
have. Yeah, there you go. Look, go up
I clicked on it. I clicked as hard as I could.
right there where it shows the chassis and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see that axle though. I guess you can still see it down here. The Dana front axle. And yeah, it's obviously a completely custom chassis and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Fox shocks. I mean, this appears to be done. This is like an Icon, but with
Right.
with
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, but with a Hellcat and
They're
built
done
under a
to.
Wagoneer.
I think done to icon standards or almost icon standards because
Yep.
Jonathan Ward is an absolute fucking psychopath. I don't know.
I called it a family trackster the other day, and I think that
The family dragster.
I think
Yeah.
it's. Oh, here we go. There's a good shot. So I mean, even the pannered rod coming across here and the Pitman arm and everything look like they're just
Everything is
billet.
beautiful and
Yeah.
new and powder coated and
Yes.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are incredibly cool.
Yeah. This all looks really
And I
well
think
done.
I think in my favorite SUV package of all time. Like that's why I highlight because like I think I'd rather have this than an icon, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's right up there with it for me.
Simply because I think the Grand Wagoneer is cooler than the Bronco or the FJ40 or whatever, Land Cruisers and stuff.
Yeah.
The Grand Wagoneer is just so rad.
I'd rather have an old Defender, an old Land Cruiser or something, but I mean this thing is tough to argue with.
I give that to you.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Ferrari-powered Land Cruiser. I mean, Grand Wagoneer that
The casino guy had.
yeah, the Harris guy.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. That
The
was a.
Girari, I think he called it. With
It,
it,
it was
Ferrari
there.
just
It
starts with
is.
a J.
It's got its own Wikipedia page.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Girari,
yeah, yeah. I've seen this.
and
It's got like
and
a
it's got like
Colombo
a
V12.
yeah Colombo Ferrari V12 in it.
Yeah, pretty fucking cool.
That
He,
one's these whatever that company's called that makes those crazy. They'll never be this cool, but that's what they're going for.
I think he kind of contracted himself, did he not?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about Cadillac and how they're right down the street from me now.
How cool is that? Like Ross and I have been texting about this constantly because they live in Fishers, and it's like, dude, if they give factory tours, we are going.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be this will get me back into Formula One probably. I
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
Cadillac.
Doug DeMiro said the same thing today. He's like, if Cadillac is in Formula One, I might watch. Like, and I feel the same way. It's like for me, it's super exciting. Like,
Right,
let's go, dude.
right. I really want them to
I
just put supercharged LSs in the cars, but I know it's not allowed, unfortunately.
Yeah, in fact, they're using Ferrari engines for
Yeah,
the first
that's kind
season.
of disappointing. But
Not super disappointing
they're
because the
eventually
Ferrari
planning
engine is bitching.
right, and they're eventually planning on becoming a constructor, right?
Yeah, full constructor because
Yeah.
their GM is working on engines. They're just not going to have them ready by 2026. But
Right.
um, yeah, I super exciting. Like these phases have happened in F1 a lot. Like before we got into it, where new manufacturers come in. But I feel like this one is a pretty big deal. We're talking about General Motors,
Right. An
one of
American.
the biggest,
When was the last time
yeah,
there was a true American constructor?
a true American
I guess
constructor. Yeah,
just
you could
Jaguar when it was owned by
when
Ford.
Ford owned it.
Yeah.
Well, you could say Haas right now,
I wouldn't
and
call
the
them
same.
a American constructor. I mean,
They're
I
just sort of
understand.
American.
Yeah.
They're American owned.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. I'm talking about one that's directly connected to a
constructed
brand.
by an American manufacturer and
Yeah.
directly like a factory team.
A win on Sunday, sell on Monday.
Exactly. Yeah.
Type
The last time
situation.
that happened, I guess, would probably be when they were making like the DFV
Right. There was
V8.
Jaguar,
Uh,
and Ford is probably the most the biggest constructor in the history of F1 in terms of engines and everything back in the 60s and everything.
yeah, because they won like everything.
Yeah, but in
And
terms of
Ford
actual
is Ford is still going to be making Red Bull's power units as of 2026 as well, as far as I know.
yeah, that's pretty wild.
So we'll have a proper Ford versus GM Formula One
That's
World Championship.
that's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be cool,
Yeah.
and like, yeah. And the factory's in fucking Fishers, so yeah. Ross sent it to me the other day. I was like, oh my god, that's pretty
Oh
special.
my god.
Yeah,
Let's go into something
pretty
a
neat.
little more fun. How about these guys getting
Oh,
busted
dude.
renting cars on Turo and faking paperwork and selling them? I mean, come on, that's fantastic.
Some clever bastards.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of, oh shucks, why didn't I think of this type story?
Yeah.
So
My
they're,
favorite part of this, I sent this to you the other day. I was reading it at work.
yeah, me too.
My favorite part was they said the documentation must have been so good they fooled the bank. I was like, it doesn't have to be good to fool a bank. I was sitting in a bank.
Yeah, it doesn't have to fool a bank.
Yeah.
You just have to get the cash out of the person's hand. The forged documents must have been pretty convincing to fool a bank.
Yeah.
Reportedly reviewing what appeared to be legitimate DMV paperwork at a local bank. No, it's somebody photoshopped some documents in 15 minutes and handed the cash
Look, let me tell you
over.
something.
Yeah.
I work for a bank. Those guys are sitting there making $16.50 an hour. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, and I've bought and
The,
sold cars before, face to face, with just passing the title back and forth. I mean, it's there's
looks good to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's nothing to it. You could do this in a heartbeat, and nobody would bat an eye. I mean, it's pretty.
So these guys rented the cars on Turo and sold
showed
them.
up, handed the keys over. There's the title. Off we go. Give me that. Give me
Put
the
'em-
cash in hand.
Put it straight on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, Patty, did you see this? The lads are back together.
Whoa, hang on, what?
Yeah, you didn't see this, did you?
No, I sure didn't.
Yeah, there's a brand new series coming out. It's going to be sort of a clip show of sorts. But
Okay.
the boys are coming back together. First episode of the first season, titled The Glory and the Power. In this episode, the team celebrate the combustion engine with a look back to footage from past adventures and test drives.
So it's like they're going to be sitting around in a room and...
Yeah, so it sounds like it's going to be a bit of a clip show, but at the same
Yeah.
yeah, but it's also going to be, the fucking...
I'll take that.
Yeah, the boys are back together. The
Oh,
boys
yeah.
are back in town.
Let's go. That's great. What's that? Who's bankrolling that? Prime?
It's back on Prime, yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm in for that. That's awesome.
Okay, well that concludes the news, Patty. But you know what? I figured maybe you might want a chance at redemption in the old DuPont Registry Challenge.
Oh, do you have cars for me?
I've got cars for you.
Set them up. Let's play.
All right, the first car for you is a 308 QV. Keep in mind this is about the same same time frame. I think this is September of 2015.
It looks like it was rendered in Cruising
Nintendo
USA.
64. Cruising the world.
I expect a babe hanging her arm out of that thing.
waving the checkered flag.
Color is just Rosso. Is it not?
You don't even need.
Rosso
You don't even
Corsa?
know if it's Rosso Corsa or the other. I mean, there's several.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different. You can assume it's Rosso Corsa, I would say.
It appears to be Rosso Corsa.
But it is
And
a
19,000 miles. That's low.
Yeah. This is a later
Quattro
one. Yeah. 19,000 miles, red over tan.
And this is, I assume, from this a similar issue, 2016, 15.
Yeah, this is September 2015, so a little bit earlier than the previous ones, but not by far. A few months earlier.
Okay, 20,000 mile 308, 2015. $52,000.
$129,900.
You're fucking with me.
Nope. This is a big
Wow.
money vehicle, I suppose.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It ain't worth that now, sweetheart. Maybe with the QV. I don't know. I don't know that much about the...
It is
Yeah.
a QV. I mean, these are the more desirable ones, but
It ain't a Vetro Racina, though. I mean, come on.
no. I mean, you're taking a bath on this thing if you paid that for that. Then
That guy got 72 for that.
what about
Whoa!
a Callaway Supernatural
Oh,
Vert?
Supernatural.
Supernatural Vert. We're talking 1 of 5, allegedly.
Only 5 convertibles?
Yeah, it must be because there was more than 5 of these made.
Yeah, but there wasn't many of the... I remember when Hoovy bought his Supernatural. That thing was cool as fuck, dude.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Sounded awesome. Made big power out of that LT1.
Yeah. And they did some stroked LT1.
I believe that's I believe that was all done Callaway. This is all correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper. Yeah. It's all Callaway stuff.
Yep.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, I saw
Oh.
this thing and I was like, "Oh snap! Gotta grab this one."
Oh, God. 65.
65,000. He says 64,900. Missed it by 100 schmeckles. Wow.
Mark it in. I gotta get bonus points for that.
That's pretty damn good. Yeah. Well,
I bet they got about 38 for it, but that was my guess.
well, it's not about what they actually got. It's about what they were asking, and you nailed it.
Wow, come on.
Like me and that Bentley last time. I missed that one by $10, I think. Okay.
Man, that feels like sticking one on the green on the golf course or something.
That's pretty
Whew.
much what it was. All right, up next we got a Carrera GT 2005.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
CGT.
It's got the luggage.
Luggage included, silver or GT silver over
1700 miles from new. It's barely been driven.
seats in dark gray. It says so. It's not. What do they call the
I don't know what they call the saddle, but that's the one that you
brown
want.
color?
Yeah.
A ceramic or something. It's a cool sounding.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I don't remember what they call it, but yeah, that's the one you want, obviously.
Not this one.
Not this one. But only 1,700 miles from new. I mean, this should be a pretty nice example.
1,700 miles in '05.
Yeah, with
now
the luggage.
I believe I did. I gave you a. What did I give you? A 918 last time.
You gave me a 918, yeah, and I missed that one by about $1 million, I believe.
Hmm. Hmm. Let's go 950.
950, 845. Look at you. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty damn good. Okay, up
I
next.
knew they.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, up next we got a Countach. This is a 25th anniversary, you'll notice.
Anniversary.
Yep, red over tan. This beautiful X-Dash ample has been well maintained with only
7,600 miles.
Yeah, 7,680 miles. New clutch, original paint. It's got a new clutch with only 7,000 miles on it. Somebody must have known how to drive well. It's got the big.
It's an anniversary.
Yeah, it's got the big U.S. bumpers up front. The big.
And it
slippers.
says own this car for only $3,000 per month through Woodside Credit.
Oh, I tried to blur that out up here. I forgot. I didn't realize I put it down here too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's there.
Yep.
Well, I assume Woodside Credit is not a terribly reputable.
Right, and they could have been offering a 200-month 200-month financing plan for all you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone with Woodside through this for this one.
No, I'd finance outside.
Okay. So we got. I don't think that makes any difference to what the price is.
Nah.
Okay, an anniversary in red though, which is tight.
Red over tan, and I like the anniversary cars. I know that most people don't.
I know. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I think they look awesome.
Are the round bellies
Round bellies are cooler, sure, whatever. I mean, what are we doing here, though?
But
yeah,
are the anniversaries not cool? No, they are fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, they are. I don't like the U.S. bumpers, though. I'd take those off, but whatever.
Oh yeah, let's take a hammer to that shit.
And just chop that off. It'd be fine.
Okay, all right. Let's see, an anniversary in 2015. 250.
250. It is $389.
Wow.
So
okay. Bad. So they did have a little bit of provenance at that point, or at least this guy thinks they did.
A little provenance, yeah. Well, I think round bellies and stuff, would be more. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, I guess this is not that long ago. Maybe I should. But my guesses have been pretty good so far, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're in good shape so far. You're doing well.
Yeah.
If you make a game for me next week, then I'm scared already. Okay.
Well, it's hard. I'm running. Well, we only have 3 issues to run through from that whatever that fucking archive site is.
I was thinking about trying to buy a stack of them off of old 90s ones off of eBay just for this. But anyway.
Yeah, but all right, go on.
How about a 355 GTB, a low mile, 1998? It doesn't say if it's a stick or a tip. I guess that doesn't much matter to them. Then again, it's a 98. They didn't make the tip yet, did they?
I
So
think they did.
did they? You could get a three, but it would be called 355 F1 if it
What do you think
was.
that damn asterisk is there for, dude?
You think that's a
That
tip?
means
That's
that
the
means tip.
that's the tip asterisk.
What if it was?
Isn't it called? Oh no, it F350. If it's F355, is that tip? The F, or
I
is
think
it
they were all F.
355 F1?
Oh yeah, F1 maybe on the back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think this is a
Okay.
stick. Yeah.
Well, be honest with me.
But keep.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. No. But
Okay.
in 2015, that probably wasn't that big of a knock on it. You know, people probably didn't care. People were like, "This
That's
is
not long ago.
futuristic
I think they cared.
technology."
I think they cared.
Certainly fucking cared, but you know, these dorks may not have. I want to keep it
Okay,
with their eyes.
resale red over tan, 27,000 miles.
Yeah, the color is correct. The wheels are perfect. I mean, it's red
Wheels
over
are spot
tan.
on.
Yep.
It's a coupe. It's got
It's
it's
low
got the
miles.
badges,
17-year-old
painted
car at the
badges.
point. Yep.
Fucking hell. 355. 90.
78, not bad.
Okay.
You're off by 12. Pretty good, pretty good. Now,
Probably because it's a tip.
yeah, no, speaking of cars that speaking of cars that Doug's already ruined the price of,
uh,
this is before he had one.
oh, a G500 cab.
G cab.
Super rare G-Wagon, it
Super
says.
rare. And honestly, they're correct about that for once.
They are. That's why Doug's is worth 250 grand now.
Well,
And this is a 500 as well.
Yep.
You could get a G320 cab with a 3.2
correct.
with the little V6. This is a V8.
This is the big one, yep.
And in black, which I think is fantastic on this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like silver.
With a
better,
black
but-
top.
Yep.
Oh. Man, I have to assume that by 2015 they were pretty valuable then too, but just not what they are now.
Not quite what they are now, right?
110.
129.
Ooh, I'll take that.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's what I would offer him.
Yeah. I'd come with 110 though. And that's cash. That's cash money.
I'd hit him.
Yeah.
I'd hit him with 110.
Yep.
In cash.
Speaking of cash offers, what do you think a 2006 Ford GT with 5,000 miles? It's got the BBS wheels, got the painted calipers. It does have the Macintosh single din.
Bummer. And a stripe. A Quicksilver no stripe. We're talking big money.
I prefer
But this is...
I prefer the stripe personally, but
Mm,
I like the stripe. I think of the stripe when I think of the Ford GT, but
not on the silver car. Oh, because I would have a no stripe Ford GT, I think. But
I think of the stripe when I think of the car. Whether or not it's the
Yeah.
optimal spec is a matter for the courts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yep.
Fucking hell. 400 miles.
5,400.
Tungsten.
With the Macintosh single din, though, I feel like you're sleeping on the Macintosh.
So it's a 4-option car.
Yep. This
Not
is
all of
a this has all the options. Yep.
Okay.
Fully loaded.
250. Probably low.
265. Look at you.
Uh.
You are doing really well this time. I mean, compared to last time, you were all
Yeah.
over the place last time. This time, you were in business, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't
You've picked
think,
cars that I like.
I don't think I'm going to beat you this time. Speaking of cars you like, what do you know about the Marlboro Cyclones?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Marlboro edition Cyclone.
Yes, sir. 1 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Designed by
$1
Yep.
million.
Designed by Larry Shinoda, guitarist for Linkin Park.
What?
No, that's Mike Shinoda. I don't know who Larry Shinoda is.
Oh, you had me on that. See
Involves.
Boyd Coddington in there. That's minus $1 million. Oh, look at all these names: Recaro, ASC, Borla, Momo, Sony, PPG, and more.
Yeah, these are maybe my favorite like hot street trucks of all time. I've always loved these.
Dude, I've never seen this thing before. This is fucking amazing, and
Yeah,
cost over $100,000 each to build.
to build, but what does it cost to buy?
Oh, it's 91. I mean, I gotta assume somebody wants this thing bad.
I mean,
As bad as I want it right now.
it's just a Cyclone at the end of the day, but it's a special edition one that you got with
I mean, it's the
Marlboro
coolest
points.
fucking Cyclone ever. Look at those
Yeah,
graphics, dude.
yeah, and the Marlboro, the stock. This is stock,
Wait a
by the
minute.
way.
Go back. Contact Randy.
Yeah. Do you want to call Randy right
Oh,
now? Should we call Randy on the pod?
oh, can we get Randy on the phone?
Should I
I
pull
want to
up
ask
a
him.
Should I pull up a
Can I
Google
can I phone a friend and get Randy?
pull up a Google dial right now and get Randy on the horn?
Oh man. All right.
I thought about blurring that out
Um.
today, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna blur it out.
Yeah.
if
Nobody's gonna
if
call
a
Randy.
fan wants
Only
to call
six.
Randy, they can go ahead.
Only 6 people watch this.
Right.
Um. How much does a normal Cyclone cost? Fuck.
Today or back in 2015?
I mean, now I feel like it's probably 30 or 40 for like a nice
A
one.
really nice one is about 30 grand. Yeah. A really
Yeah.
nice one might be 40, but like a decent driver is about 28, 30, something. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking a Marlboro edition, which
One
I
out
didn't
of
know
10.
existed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go 50.
79.9 on that one.
Wow. Yeah. And they got a bargain on it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what.
They
That
certainly
thing
did.
fucking slaps, dude.
Yeah, isn't this thing awesome? Imagine driving this fucking thing around. Dude, you'd be the man. 1 of 10. And now that's
Wow.
we're done with the listings. I don't have any of my listings for you, but I got one more thing I found for you in the want ads that I thought you might like. Look at this.
Okay.
This is for all the tooling for the Celine S7.
Private treaty sale. What the hell does that mean?
It doesn't have a price, but it's all the assets, all of the tooling, all of the IP.
Intellectual property,
Yep.
parts and collectibles.
Yep. You could call this number and you could build your own Celine S7s after this.
So this GA Global company bought Celine or bought the rights
Or
for
at least,
the S7.
at very least, brokered the sale. I mean, fuck, who knows? Who knows what actually happened?
Man, some drunk, really rich Arab guy bought that,
Yep.
and he can make a Celine S7 right now.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's a Chinese company that is doing so. They're not making them just like this, but they bought the name, they bought all the rights and everything.
But you can still get a Celine Mustang or Saline or
Can
people
you really?
only say yeah.
They
I'm
always
pretty
say
sure
saline, but I don't say that. I don't buy that at all. I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell it
how
is.
could it be that?
It's can you still
Celine.
get them? I haven't seen one in years.
Look it up now. I'm
I
peeing,
feel
by
like
the way.
great. Thank you for advising us of that. Let's
Yeah.
see, new Celine Mustang. 2024 Celine Mustang. Look at that. Celine debuts the 2024 800 horsepower 302 Black Label Mustang. Okay, so maybe Steve Celine withheld his right to modify Mustangs and stuff, but just sold the branding for the S7 and stuff like that. Because there's also a Chinese Celine brand as well, right? There definitely is.
I saw an ad today though that was like
Yeah,
it had the
it's got fucking the guy from Fast and Furious in it, Jason Statham.
well
Oh, car legend Steve Salene's Chinese venture collapses. Ooh.
Boy.
Eh, boy.
Hey.
Eh, boy. What?
China China archives.
Yeah. Steve claims Steve Salene claims Chinese joint venture has stolen 800 million worth of his intellectual property. Sure, it has, dude. I
Yeah,
have a
I
feeling
bet you
you
they
made out.
ripped you off big
Yeah,
time.
I have a feeling you made out like a bandit. You're not
Oh
gonna believe the
man.
crazy shit at Celine's Chinese comeback. Also, Jason Statham was there. I knew I saw Jason Statham. Okay.
That explains the Instagram ad I saw today,
For
which had it's
China.
had I don't know what it was, but it had two Mustangs. One was a standard, maybe it was a dark horse, and then one was a Celine Mustang,
Hmm.
and they were nose to nose together. And the Celine one was like $1,000 cheaper and made 500 horsepower, and
Yeah.
the standard one made 485. And it was like, which would you choose? And I saw that today, like hours ago.
I'd take whichever one was cheaper. Sure. I'm not gonna let 20 horsepower settle the.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Like, where'd that come from? Is that am I getting a Chinese Celine ad?
Celine S1 mid-engine supercar launched to China. Okay, so yeah, so this was what I was thinking of. This was the thing that was like being sold
Yeah,
under the
that's in
Celine
that
name.
thing's in Forza, but I think they only sold one of them. I mean, I don't know.
It looks pretty cool, except for
It looks cool as hell. It looks like a Lotus Emira.
yeah, except for this front headlight looks photoshopped on there. It looks like a sticker. I don't believe that this is a real car that you can drive. I don't believe that it has an engine in it. And I don't believe anything. I'm not surprised. I'm starting to believe Steve Salene's story.
Is that him?
Steve
The,
Salene?
with the bald head and the hot blonde?
I mean, he probably has a hot blonde close by. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Yep.
Wow.
Steve
Yeah.
Salene is back with a new 100K supercar. It does look like
He
a
looks
mirror, doesn't it?
he looks like he's ready to defraud the American people.
He certainly does. He looks like he deserves a cabinet position.
I'm surprised Trump doesn't have him in there
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. Steve
This
Salene.
is welcome, Steve.
Steve-
He's
Steve Salene is the new chairman of Doge.
Elon makes our electric cars. This guy Steve makes
Steve-
he's in charge of the gas.
Steve's in charge of gas cars.
He does gas. This is Steve. Look at him.
Shit.
Look at that picture right there with
Yeah.
the orange Mustang.
This one right here. And the serious face.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Steve.
Yeah, this is serious
Yeah.
face for a serious man.
We've made him chairman of education.
All right, the Donzi. Tell me about the Donzi pad.
Okay, so I caught a glimpse of this thing.
Yeah.
It's the quintessential cigarette boat from the 80s. But I'll tell you what's interesting about it.
120 grand.
Yeah, it sold for 120 grand. Do you know what powers it, Austin? And I know you do because I told you.
Yeah, I got to guess. Why don't you spoil it?
20 cylinders split between two Viper V10s.
Yeah, I wonder what it could be based on all these.
He's not
He's not shy about it.
he's not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Vipers and Vixens. Vipers and Vixens.
Vipers and Vixens. I mean, this thing is so cool.
I mean, this is like Jeffrey Epstein levels of, of like excess and opulence. Oh
I don't know, because it was only $120,000. It's not a billionaire level boat. It's like you're
But
kind of a
look
rich
at
guy
it.
boat.
It's bright.
Oh,
Seats.
in great condition though. And I'll tell you the best part of it, Austin. Go down to the startup videos of it.
Oh, okay.
We got to hear this gentleman.
Where can I find that? thought it would be right here. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Uh, is it?
Engine running, engine
Yeah.
running.
He does one for each side. Now go. It doesn't matter which one you go to. Yeah, go to that one.
This one?
Because he says, yeah, because he says fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Oh no, that's engine running. Get out of that.
Let's go back. Let's hear fire in the hole.
Yeah.
Guy's got a two-tone Rolex on, too.
Fire in the hole.
What else?
Fire in
would
the
we learn?
hole. Oh,
Port.
come on back to my good buddy.
Listen to that thing fire up.
Look at whatever's going on here.
I love it.
It's like a spooky ghost on a motorcycle.
Port, fire in the hole. and then he just, oh.
You just look right back at all the timing. All the timing hardware is just completely exposed. Maybe he took
It's gorgeous.
Maybe he took the cover off. Probably not though. That's probably just how it runs. Let's see the other side. Let's see how the other side looks.
You want to hear starboard?
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
There it is. Starboard. Oh,
Fire in
yeah.
the hole. Starboard.
She idles right at 3,000 RPM according to this thing. Oh wait, no. There's the RPM over there. Go back, show us the motor, pal.
Yeah, he will. He's got to make us look at his thumb in the camera for a couple of minutes, though.
I mean, really need to get a look at that liver spotted hand he's got. I mean, if cocaine could give your hand spots.
Oh, man. Imagine if he was the owner since new. Fire in the hole.
Fire in the
Starboard.
Starboard. Go back, show us the motor. Come on, let's see the power plant, pal. I mean, don't show us the gauges. They're meaningless before the motor's warmed up.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, is he revving it up?
He's revving it.
Oh, I see. It's got two tacks, one for each motor. That makes sense. I don't know why starboard's on the right.
You can hear a little bit of V10-ness in there.
Yeah, as much as a Viper ever does. Mail truck V10. All right.
We haven't heard any Wookiee sounds yet, though.
Yeah, that was terrible. Let's move on. Oh, dude, Pat. Before we go on to this Diablo, there was,
yeah, I saw this one too.
There was a Chisetta V16 in that DuPont registry that I was looking through.
No way.
Yeah, it didn't have a price though. Otherwise, I would have totally put it in the game.
Oh, I don't know what you guess on that.
Yeah, there was a Chisetta though in there. No price though. But yeah, this here Diablo, which I think we've discussed this before, that the Diablo V16 or the Diablo VT Roadster is my favorite Diablo. I don't care for the front wheel drive stuff, but just
and this guy has put horrible aftermarket wheels on it.
Horrible aftermarket wheels, and I kind of like the one that has the automatic top. This one has the target top.
There is no Diablo VT with an automatic top.
Yeah, there is. Sure, there is.
What do you mean?
Maybe not a VT, but there's a Diablo Roadster with an automatic top. The one that goes back and sits on top of the engine bay. You'll know it as soon as you see it. There it is,
the 6.0.
right here. See this right there?
That's the same car.
No, look at what I'm pointing at right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the top automatically goes back and sits right there. On this one, but on this
twin supercharger. So that is the same car.
Oh, it does say twin supercharged and it has the same horrible wheels, but this one doesn't show the top being stowed, and this one has a manual target top. Is there really two different?
Later ones have like an automated.
Yeah. where it goes back and sits right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one doesn't appear to have that. I think we're looking at a different a different
A
yellow
different yellow supercharged Diablo that has terrible
with
wheels.
the exact same terrible wheels. Cuz I could have sworn this one the top stowed back here. Like I thought you stuck the
Yeah.
top right here. Maybe not though. But they also had the automatic top VT, or not VT necessarily. Roadster is what I mean to say. I think VT was a completely different thing. The VT is the viscous traction. That's the 4-wheel drive option.
Yeah.
Whereas the Roadster, some of them, the top would go and sit right here. And some of them, I think, were like a traditional Targa sort of pop-out top.
Yeah, where you would just put it in the garage.
Yeah. Which is my understanding that's what this one was, but I don't know. I guess not. I don't see anywhere the top is done like that. See, there's the top, and is how it goes back.
Yeah.
But
And crucially, this one is supercharged.
twin supercharged is the important
This
part
one
about
is.
this one.
This one is twin charged as well.
Let's be clear here. Twin supercharged. Often,
Yeah.
twin charged you hear people refer to cars that are supercharged and turbocharged.
And turbocharged,
Yeah. This one is twin charged. So if you look down here, you see one supercharger right here. And then over here,
And
there's another one right there.
how much power does this thing make?
I don't know, probably like 280 horsepower. Probably like whatever, like a Volvo. Whatever, like a Volvo station wagon makes, I suppose.
I bet it's wild. It's got to be like 800 or 900.
I mean, I'm sure it could be, but who knows? I don't think there's really any. I certainly don't think there's a dyno sheet shown on this thing.
Is there a driving video?
Oh, let's see. Hope so. One where somebody gets on it. Oh,
Wait,
here we
what's
go.
that?
Here we go. I'm gonna turn. Randy? I'm gonna turn. Oh my God! Oh my God! Jesus!
Jesus!
Okay, so
Hey.
she moves then, bud. Look at the driving position. It looks horrible.
We're gonna talk about supercharged.
Franco and Paul, you guys are invited to the show officially.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome to come on the show and discuss the twin charge.
We like those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much has this thing sold?
It was bid to 292.5.
292.5.
Yep.
Can we get some comps on like a stock VT
Diablo
Roadster with no twin superchargers and shitty wheels?
I feel like the VT knocks money off to me. Let's see. This one bid to 214. This one sold for 146. This was John Cena's. So talk about provenance. Oh,
No, that's a fake one.
Oh, it was the Fugazi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looks good though.
312. That's a comp.
Let's see. Hold on. I want to check out the replica. It looks the part though.
It's the best replica ever. Have you heard the story of this thing?
Yeah. Now that you say it, I've heard. And
it's got the
motor.
BMW McLaren F1 ish V12.
Yeah, 750 V12. This one was a VT bid 2, sold 141. This was a replica as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sold 270. Okay, so here's the first sold. This was also a VT. Did they make non-VT Roadsters? I mean, fuck, they're all VT.
No, if it's a Roadster, it's a VT.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I learned that from Hoovy.
Very
And
interesting.
that one has Murcielago wheels on it. Oh, I would imagine the tires for those original wheels are very hard to find.
Here we go. This one sold for 520.
Oh, okay. So
This one
a
actually moved.
purely original VT Roadster is 500.
Here we go, and there you see the automatic top moved back into position.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're all like that, or if that's just this one, or what. But
No, this is the only original one that we've seen.
yeah.
The correct wheels and probably has original tires. This is a stuck it in the garage special here.
And this is why it's the first one to move, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's move on to
'Cause
something a little less special. What about a
I'd
Honda?
imagine
You'd imagine what?
they're really hard to own because if you actually want to drive it, you can't get tires for it. That's why they all have different wheels and
Yeah, I would just get
yeah.
different wheels that I could get tires for.
Mhm.
Yep.
Why would you post it that way though? Anyway, all right. This is the no mile Honda S2000 that sold at what was it, the Amelia
The
or
Amelia, yeah.
yeah,
The Amelia for $95,200.
$100,000 S2000.
Yep. It had just 42 miles on it.
42.
Yeah. Not like that
So,
would matter. I mean, it's a Honda.
ugh.
I would prefer that it had a few more, frankly.
Yeah, at this point, this is an art piece. This thing's just changing hands.
Yeah, what are you going to do with this thing? You're not going to drive it.
Not at 42 miles.
Yeah, and it's a S2000. I mean, why else would you buy it other than to drive it?
It loses $1,000 a mile.
Right.
But it's interesting. Like, I don't know, if I were a super rich guy, this is like why Seinfeld buys the 1970 911S whatever with no miles on it, just so he can have a new car.
Yeah, but it's not a 911 RS. It's a Honda. It's a Honda 2000.
Yeah, but I feel like the S2000 is going to be one of those cars that it's so special. I mean, that engine is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, but what? The engine's amazing, but to what end? You know,
Yeah.
no one's gonna drive.
Kind of
this thing.
silly. Kind of silly.
All
But
right, that was a bummer. Let's move on. Let's move the fuck on.
I was
Classic
trying
A?
to give it some.
I mean, I love the Honda 2000 as much as the next guy, but they're great because they're good to drive. I mean, this thing is just gonna fucking sit there, and $100,000 is insane for that car. I don't care how well
For an
preserved it is.
S2000. Yeah.
It's not even a CR. So what are we doing? Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to this Classic A certified GTSI, and I know Cars and Bids has beat this to death. They've already done a whole video on it. They already did a 5-minute segment on their podcast, which people actually watch.
And Kenan flew all the way out there to drive it.
Kenan flew all the way out there to drive it. But I mean, this thing.
Wherever out there is, I don't even know where it's listed. But if you look at the interior.
Dallas,
I mean,
Texas.
it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interior is what really gets me. Like you see these cars and.
Yeah, they're just trash in the interior.
Yeah. It just looks so stunning.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. It makes an awesome noise. It's Classic A certified. Here's the books. I mean.
Yeah, and Classic A is a big deal for I mean that the cost of getting a car Classic A certified normally would cost more than a 308 is worth. I think it's like 70, it's $1,000. You got to ship it to Italy. And then when it gets there, they might not think that it's worthy, and you got to ship it back. And
I don't know if you have to ship it to Italy, but you have to take it to a dealer that is certified to make that certification. I don't know how many there are in the U.S. There aren't many,
yeah,
and they have to have a constant rapport with Italy either way. And you may have to bring it back and over. It's a whole fucking deal, no matter how you slice it. And this one has it, and it's only got 1,700 miles, and everything on it is just perfect. It's all brand spanking new. And for me, somebody that's always dreamed about the day that I'll get to own the rattiest, most horrible one of these in the universe. This is sort of
this is the one. And it's
yeah,
interesting that the best 308 has come to Cars and Bids and not bring a trailer.
right. And that's a pretty cool.
Um,
That's a pretty cool place for it to wind up, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're all Cars and Bids here, but
Yeah.
I've noticed that bringing trailer has loosened the belt a bit in terms of what they'll accept lately. It seems to me like I go to bring a trailer, I'm like, oh, these should be Cars and Bids cars.
Yeah, and you know what? Bring a trailer, frankly, lists like it feels like 100 cars a day, and
Well, because they're just getting more offers for listings, but
right, but the quality of them isn't so much what concerns me. It's like I'd like to get on there and look at, and I know it's not about me. It's about the buyers and the sellers. It's not about the dorks that are just sniffing around. But at the same time, it's like it felt like for a while getting listed on Bring a Trailer meant something, to where it was a special thing, and now it's like they list so many cars a day. I can only look at so many T buckets that are fully restored that I don't give a shit about.
yeah.
You know, and to see something like this come to Cars and Bids does feel really special, and it is really cool. And I don't
Because
care that I don't
this
care
could have
that
been
I
a
don't
BAT premium listing.
a hundred
I mean
percent.
this, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care that Cars and Bids, laid off a bunch of people or took a bunch of, venture capital money, because it's a fucking cold world out there.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to do.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to do. It's not even, you know, Doug is kind of just a figurehead nowadays. He doesn't even own a majority of the business anymore. So, you bozos that make all this fuss about all that, you can get the fuck over it, because at the end of the day, it's about making money, and the fact that Cars and Bids wound up with that car is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, all that aside, let's talk
Something that's not
the
cool.
the PT Cruiser with the London cab nose conversion.
You want to talk about a car that deserves to be on Facebook?
Oh.
This may be the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And
And
I love PT Cruisers. Is it a turbo or a stick? No, it's NA and it's automatic. Great, 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 great. Cool, 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 cool.
they go back, yeah,
So
the
it,
front shots.
so it just has this kid on it.
Yeah, but I didn't know this kit existed. I mean, it's pretty sick.
Is it? It's horrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not a turbo. It's not
Nah,
a stick.
paid a lot of money for that.
it's an attempt to make it look like a working vehicle.
Oh,
It'd be like if there was
look,
a fire truck kit for it.
does it have a rear suicide door?
Doesn't look like it. It's hinged on the front.
Oh, yeah, no,
Nice,
that's me.
nice try to make it cool. I mean, it's got a cracked dashboard. Is that what you meant? Is that what you're looking
It's just
for?
it's a normal PG Cruiser with the
It's missing a part of the grill fit.
All right,
I mean,
I
this
I submit.
is.
I submitted this early in the week when I was worried the pod wouldn't have enough to talk about. All right.
Yeah, we're looking for stuff. We're looking for stuff to cover early on.
When how much did it sell for? Oh,
Oh,
it hasn't
it's got
sold yet.
3 days left. You could get in there, buddy. It's still only at $1,600.
Oh my god.
Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show me how cool you think this car is, and just go ahead and buy it.
I would rather put my money where my mouth is and get to that alpha that I submitted earlier today. So
We'll get
go
to
on to the
that.
next one.
We'll get to that eventually. What about the 2013 Reboot Buggy? Did you see this?
I saw it briefly. What the hell is this shit?
Now, this is something else. Now, before we get too deep into it, let's go into the fact that it does have a clean title. This is titled for road use.
Great.
Yeah, you can go ahead and drive this thing on the streets of, I would like to say all 50 states, but I don't know that that's necessarily true.
The craftsmanship is stunning.
Yeah. What, not the design?
Well, there is no design. It's a frame.
It's a box. It's a box that you sit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a frame with some nets on it.
Yeah. It looks pretty comfortable inside, though, frankly. You may want to wear a helmet while you're in there. You probably don't have much in the way of... Look at this dash.
Love that.
You're not going to have much in the way of wind resistance or anything like that. It's got pretty old school big V8 Edelbrock air cleaner in there, distributed ignition. It's got classic air cleaner or radiator fans blowing right at it. Don't see a radiator anywhere. I'm sure it's got one somewhere, but we're talking about 6.3 liter V8, rear wheel drive, 3-speed automatic.
6.3. Is it not an LS in there? What engine is it?
No, I think it's some kind of a Ford-based thing. Let's see. Do they say? You would think it would be something LS based. That's pretty much the routine with these.
Not with that air cleaner.
Yeah, not
What's
with
that?
this old school air cleaner. You wouldn't think so. I don't know if it's a Chevy small block or a Ford small block or what, but let's see.
It's old.
Did they say? Oh, there we go. Chevrolet Source 6.3 liter stroker V8. So yeah, it's an old Chevy small block. But yeah, only 1,400 miles. Can't imagine why they didn't want to drive it further than that.
What's the bid on this thing?
This thing's sitting at 15.5 right now.
That doesn't seem like a good buy at that price.
Again, it could be yours. What do you mean doesn't seem like a good buy? What do you talk? I mean, look at this thing. I mean, I bet you'd see a brand new Silverado and say that's a good buy at 15.5.
That's true.
What's the difference?
Man, yeah, when you get a look underneath of it, it's pretty incredible.
What's going on here? That's the top open. I mean, look at the front geometry on this thing.
Yeah. It's sort of like a desert runner thingy.
Yeah, it's got dual wishbone suspension up front. Let's see what's going on in the back. Or is this the back? No, that's the front still. Hold on, let's go to the back.
It's the front.
Let's go to the back. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Skip ahead to the back. That's the engine. I'm pretty sure. That's the front still, I think. Hard to say. Hard to say for sure.
It's all square.
It's all pretty square. Let's see. Oh yes, it's got independent rear for sure. Give me a straight on of the rear. There we go. Oh no, it's the front. Front again. Are there any shots of the back of this thing?
She's seeing that.
What?
They don't want you seeing the rear.
Yeah, it'd be too.
I'm
sexy.
sure it's.
It'd be too much sexy for one man to behold all at one time. Unless the rear just looks the same as the front, and we've looked at it like 7 times, and you just can't tell that that's what you're looking at, huh? Okay.
That might be the case.
Well, we've spent enough time on this thing. Either way, let's move on to what Pat really wants to talk about, the Alpha.
Let's go. 155 Buso V6 5-speed. What did it sell for?
Sold for
We just ended
16.
this afternoon. 16,000. Holy shit.
What a bargain for an old Italian piece of shit.
Man, when I was looking at it today, it was at like 7,200. I was like, oh man, what a car.
And you were like, I'd pay $150,000 for this car. You're like, I would mortgage my house for this here Buso. For il
Ugh.
Buso.
Look at it. Come on.
It does look cool. We'll give you that. And it does have the Buso.
And yeah, he fires it up.
And
It sounds like it runs great in the videos.
It is a manual.
Yeah, 5-speed.
Do we have a driving video?
Come on.
No
No,
driving
there's no
video.
driving.
Got it. Why would you want
It-
that? What do you need that
He
for?
doesn't put her in gear. He'll just give you the exhaust. Do that one.
Yeah, why would you want to drive it?
Oh.
That sounds awesome. Why isn't there a video of him driving it?
I don't know. He's put a digital rearview mirror in there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
What the hell happened to the normal one?
Yeah.
It's not hard to see out the back of it.
Oh my god, it sounds like a lawnmower from the outside.
They'll do.
Look how tiny the wheels are.
Sick ass wheels though.
It looks like a Nissan 200SX in terms of the stance.
A little windy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible. That sounds like a tractor. They got 16,000 for this? How many miles are on it? Ooh, 64,000.
Yeah.
So this was a path
But
about this.
it was already imported.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the hard part. You know, he paid probably a lot of money to do that.
Probably not a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot to import a car. It costs a lot to ship it over here, but getting it titled and everything, I don't think costs very much. Not for a car that's over 25 years old.
Probably costs 5,000 to 7,000 for all that, and the car's worth 10, so he got 16.
And the car's worth 10. That's the crucial part. You gotta find a guy that's gonna ship a car that's only worth 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the guy had heart.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, look at this thing.
This guy paid 46 grand for this 3 monitors, basically.
Well, 3 monitors mounted onto a. I don't think it's a real McLaren MCL 36.
No, they've described it as bodywork designed to resemble but it looks the part.
It sure does.
You know, it'd really fill up your basement. Even though I think a play seat would do the job just as well, right?
No, not as well as this. Come on, look at it.
Let's see what's the wheel look like. Huh?
It's clearly a real
What's going on here?
McLaren F1 wheel.
This is like
Nope.
a Lego set with the sticker that has the screen on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you say we play to, Patty? About the play to 10?
Okay. Yep. 10 sounds good.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to. Should we stick to cars and bids? That's easy to find the
Yeah.
results on. Okay. Here we go. I suppose I'll pick first. Oh
Okay.
God, E500. So this is the 5-liter V8 naturally aspirated. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna say this thing makes every bit of 358 horsepower.
The non-AMG lower.
302. Okay, Patty gets one. So, what do we got next? Let's see. What about a 2016 Tesla Model S P90D? This one has ludicrous mode, dual motor all-wheel drive. I don't know what any of this shit is. MCU2 upgrade. How many horsepower do you think this thing makes?
Oh boy. It's a lot.
This could be 300 or 2,000 as far as I know.
Yeah. This is an early-ish one.
Yeah, let me see.
500.
I'm gonna say P90D. That's a fast one, right? I'm gonna say over 762. All right, 1-1.
Holy shit! 762 horsepower.
Yeah, the fucker rips, bud.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh, this one's
Tesla
got it.
horsepower doesn't count.
That one's got it in the thing. Okay, Audi S6. This is a prestige model with a twin turbo V8. It's highly equipped, some modifications. So again, if it's modified to the point to where it says that there's changes to the horsepower, then we'll discount this. But I'm gonna guess with a twin turbo V8. I'm gonna guess. Let me see how big it is. 4-liter, of course it is. It's an Audi. I'm gonna say it makes 550 horsepower.
550. That's RS level. Me. I want to say it's less than that.
It makes 450. Oh, in stock forms, but due to the modifications, yeah, okay. So hold on. Let's move. We're gonna throw that one
Well,
out.
hang on now.
What? I thought we said if it was modified and it didn't have a dyno sheet, then we would move on.
Well, yeah, but we're guessing based upon the stock number.
Okay, we'll play the stock number then, if we can. So in that case,
Yeah.
I'll give you the 1. Okay.
All right.
So 1-2. Why don't you tell me how much this 5.0 liter V8 LC 500 makes?
It makes. They all make the same amount of power. All the 5-liter Lexus motors. 460.
God, I knew it was right in that area. I think it's over that. I think it's closer to 500. 471. All right, 2-2.
Oh shit.
Yep. 2-2 for the boys. Now, okay, I've got. Oh, no, it says it right there. I'm gonna pick something else.
603.
Okay, Mercedes, but now we're talking. Extensive modifications. This one has a 2-liter turbo.
The interior.
Cylinder. Yeah. With the luxury van conversion, 500 miles on the old girl.
I doubt to the powertrain.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It is this is a gas powertrain, right? Can I look at that?
Yeah.
It says, well, I don't know where I would see that. It says 2 liter turbo i4. I don't want to look at Doug's description because he might say how much power it has. It wouldn't say if it was gas or diesel here, would it? No. Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's gas then.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it's sold in the U.S. It's probably gas.
and I'm gonna say that it makes 270 horsepower.
Hmm. I'm gonna go less than that.
208. Wow, is that it?
Ooh.
Wow. So again, just like last week, the guesser or
Yeah.
the arbiter is
Feels like
crushing.
feels like a slop there, but I'll take it.
Oh well, hold on here.
That looks like a monster 1,000 horsepower Supra.
No, it doesn't say modified. Let's see. Oh, it's not turbo though. Okay, so it's not 276 or whatever.
The hell
Okay,
is a non-turbo Supra make?
that's up to you to decide.
All right.
Wait, hold
Okay.
on. Let's see. Let's it say
Look at the wheels. It's gotta be okay. It doesn't say extensively modified or anything like that.
no, no.
Okay, so what I'm guessing based on a NA manual Supra.
Yep.
Okay. 210.
I bet that's a pretty good guess. I'm going to say that it is.
Is it your guess?
No, it's your guess.
Okay, you're guessing higher or lower.
I'm deciding higher or lower.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say because 210 sounds about right to me. I guess I'm gonna say higher. 220.
220. Fuck.
This is a close one. The arbiter continues to dominate. Okay, let's see whatever we get next year.
What's the score?
It's 3-3.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I've got a BMW 1 Series and a 135i Coupe, 6-speed manual, 6-cylinder. These are turbo, right?
All modified, so
This one says mostly unmodified. I'm gonna take that to mean the
powertrain.
powertrain. Well, I think the M ones are about 330, and I think the 135i's are right about. I'm gonna say 305.
Lower.
Lower, you're saying?
Yeah, it's less than that.
300. Wow, not much less
Oh. Oh. I'll take it.
Not much less though.
Man, I'm shocked that's not in the twos.
Oh no, see this one. Yeah, this is that. I remember this one. All right, let's go on.
Cobra, because that one's 295. I know that one to the number.
Now, what about a 911 Turbo 996 Turbo?
GT2 styling modifications. No mention of power modifications. Okay.
Nope, this is a stock 996 Turbo.
Made to look like a GT2.
Made to look like a GT2, yeah.
Because the guy's cool.
I remember this one as well, but I don't remember exactly how much power these make.
A 996 turbo, I think it's 450.
I think it's less than that. I think it's just over 4. Let's see. 415, yeah boy.
Ah!
yeah boy. Those
God damn it.
turbos. All right, 4-4. Here we go. Ooh, it's a Paddymobile, an Alfa Romeo with the turbo.
Oh, 4C.
1.8 liter. Turbo 4-cylinder. I have no idea how much power these make.
Ain't she pretty?
It does look good. If only they made these things with the stick shift, man. Talk about
Yeah. Why? What are you doing, Alpha?
talk about a dream boat if they made these things with a stick shift. Unfortunately, they only made them with a horrible single clutch tip. Um,
Carbon tub.
yeah, yep. It's all for naught though when it comes to daily driving. Uh, I think this car makes about. Oh man, I think it makes about 285 horsepower.
Oh, I think that's about right. Julia makes. I'm gonna say lower, but not by much.
237. Man,
Oh,
the
well.
arbiter streak continues. It's 4-5. What about a Tesla Model Y long range all wheel drive? Premium interior, several modifications, does not have the performance pack or whatever it's called.
Fucking stupid ass wheel arches they put on that thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It's got carbon though, or carbon look. It has
Probably real carbon.
carbon accessory appearance package.
And wheels that don't look. The Model Y is such a bad looking car.
Yeah, it looks bad.
It's so frumpy and weird. Okay. All right. 2021 Model Y long range, but it's not a performance or anything.
No, it doesn't have the performance pack.
350.
I think that's probably pretty good. I'm gonna say less, but I bet you're close. 384. So there we go.
Oh,
Patty gets that one.
that's me. Yes.
Yeah, 6-4. Patty finally takes the lead. Finally, we get a guesser that gets a point.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
All right, I'm looking at the Audi SQ5 with the 3-liter supercharged V6 all-wheel drive, Estoril Blue comfort package.
what a dad car that is. Whew.
Yeah, this is pretty cool actually. How many
Yeah,
miles
I'd
are on
rip
this
that thing around.
96,000 miles, 14 grand. This is a pretty good buy
14.
actually.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a nice car.
Yeah, with this sort of saddle interior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool.
Lovely.
Unfortunately,
Car seats in that bitch.
unfortunately, I have no idea how much power it makes. What size is the engine? Okay, 3-liter.
Is it supercharged?
Boy, yeah, supercharged.
Yeah.
I have no idea how much power this makes. I'm gonna say that it makes 385 horsepower.
I think you're right in there, but I believe it's a bit lower. I think it's 6.
354. Patty is coming alive. Coming alive in the tail end. You've got 7. I've got 4. It's not looking good for the young man. It's not looking good for the young man. All right. What about an E46? How much does that make? I think we both probably know how much this one makes.
Is it my call?
It's your call, yep.
330.
I think it's over that. I think it's more like almost 350. 333. It was close, but your boy gets the point. Okay,
Bullshit.
5-7.
It is 330.
333 according to Cars and Bids.
Yeah, no, that is correct.
Okay.
But I was much closer. Let's be clear about that.
No, I said over, so I was closer.
All right, I'll give it to you.
All right, now for a 2020 Subaru WRX STI. Oh boy.
276.
No, this is a post-gentleman's agreement vehicle.
Yeah, but now they just made stinky engines, so it's probably still 276.
No, this is an STI. This is a final model STI. So I bet this one does make every bit of, I'm going to say 305 horsepower.
I think that's exactly what it makes. What happens then?
You can guess exactly if you want, but if it's not exactly, then I win. Are you guessing exactly?
Yeah, I think it's 305.
Okay, and if it is 305, then then we're wiping it out.
It's a push.
Yep. 310, yeah, boy, wins. Okay, 6-7. Here we go. Here we go. Coming back alive.
Fuck sakes.
All right, what about a G500 5-liter V8? This is a European import, by the way, so it may make a little more. Yeah, it's kind of fucking sick, isn't it?
It's a gas V8 G500. I suppose it would be.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. 210.
I'm gonna guess that it makes more than that out of 5 liters of V8. I hope so. 292, 7-7. All right, tie game, buddy.
Need to straighten out.
You need to fucking straighten her up. Let's see. Okay, 540i V8 power MTech Sport package. I bet that gives it like 2.5 more horsepower.
No, that gives it cool wheels, and but it does have the cool wheels.
It does have cool wheels, which, in my opinion, counts for more than 2 horsepower.
The sporty shorty wheels.
Well, let's see. I think an M5, an Ethernet M5 makes almost 400. I think it makes like 385 or something. So this has to make less. I'm gonna say this makes like 332 horsepower.
It's less than that.
282. Wow, is that it? Can this thing get out of its own way?
Yeah.
God. Okay.
It's crazy because the M5 makes 400.
Yeah.
And the sporty 540 makes 280. I don't know. Yeah, it's nuts. But they both sound fucking awesome.
Do you know how much a Volvo XC40 T5R design makes?
I sure don't. I can take a stab.
What do you think? Why do you think?
Okay, so it's an R design. Turbo 4. I think these are a hybrid as well, aren't they?
No, I don't believe so. It just says Turbo i4.
Huh. R design.
So she probably fucking rips.
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it's more than you think. 250.
I bet it's more than that.
Okay.
248. Oh my god. Play it close like butter played toast. Alright.
Let's go.
7-9. Whew.
That's it. Is that 2 straight?
That is
We're back.
straight.
We're back.
The young man's back. Unfortunately,
That's a dragster Skyline.
Yeah. We're talking about the the stock numbers.
276. Good. Move on. Pick a different car.
I was gonna say that. Okay. I'll pick a different car then.
You can't pick a gentleman's agreement car.
Yeah, let's see what it says though. Does it say 276? Surely it would. Right?
No, on that one it's gonna say fucking
no,
1200.
The stock number. Yeah, 276. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's
I
pick something
didn't say
else.
276.
Another S500.
Oh.
We just had one of these. Unfortunately, I can't remember what it was. 5-liter
That's
V8.
interesting.
I think I guessed about 330 before. And I think that's what I'm going to stick with again. 330 horsepower.
God, that's got to be almost on the nose.
It's in the neighborhood.
I bet it's a little bit less than that. I'm gonna go lower. 3.
302. Woo! Patty wins.
That's 2 weeks in a row, folks.
2 weeks in a row.
Tune in for the next one.
Tune in for the next one. And he had a
Rawson gets his ass handed to him weekly in the horsepower game.
Yeah. And he had a pretty good showing in the DuPont game.
Pretty good showing in the DuPont game. Made a nice little comeback in a horsepower game, but guess what, folks?
Then
Fate took over.
then he really stepped away. Ah, fuck.